Wonderful, guys. I'm going to jump in and do these questions on B schools. Fine. Why are the older IIMs tougher to get into than the Ivy Leagues? Fine. So it's tougher to get into is a misnomer, and the tougher to get into idea we get because the number of applicants and number of people getting in. In any database you take, if you take India into the picture, number of applicants, the denominator is going to be through the roof. We're a country of 1.3 billion people, and so we need to keep remembering that. So any metric which says out of this many, some are getting in and doing anything. It doesn't have to be the IIMs. You take random college, there'll be a gazillion applicants. There's just a lot of us here. And so some of the really good B schools in the US, getting there is freakishly tough. You need a good profile. You need to have fantastic essays. You need to have a decent GMAT score. You need to have the right second name sometimes. So it's the getting into the really top B schools in the US is also difficult. So potato. In India, you have a CAT exam, and it's more. Some Indian metrics are more objective. You have this CGPA, you studied in this college, you work in this place, you have this much CAT score, you have a decent chance. There, in the US, the metrics are less cut and dry, but they're as tough to get in. That's why quite a few guys finish from their IIMs and then try to go to the Ivy Leagues, and they still struggle to get in. It's not, I won't say it's easier. What are the job prospects of a lawyer after MBA, with or without experience before MBA? Being a lawyer is a good starting point to do an MBA. That means you've done a rigorous course. So usually in India, law is a 5-year degree. So you've done that. So that means you've already how to express yourself, how to argue around a point, how to debate, how to plan, how to do a case study. You've done all that. So it could set you up for consulting jobs post MBA. If you're cutting, it's like if you're graduating from an absolute top-notch law school in India and then doing an MBA, then you'll get a bunch of shortlists even for summer internship. If not, you might get into any kind of job post that. It's not a particularly killer advantage. It is definitely not a disadvantage. There are going to be a lot of guys from IITs, a lot of chartered accountants, some doctors, and then in the same pot as this is a good law degree as well. So one of the guys who worked with 2IIM, Swaminathan, he's a lawyer, and then he went to Ahmedabad, and then he got into McKinsey. That's like the juiciest MBA and the juiciest job available. That is available. Is 25 or 26 late for an MBA? Most definitely not. See, when we guys graduated, about 70% of the batch was freshers. Now 70% of the batch, more than 70% of the guys with at least 2 years experience, or with some experience, with a huge chunk being with at least 2 years experience. If you're 25, you probably have 4 years of experience or 3.5 years of experience. You're probably close to median than being an outlier. So 5 years experience, 6 years experience, you're still good to do an MBA. Careers are long. India has moved to the place where we look at it as start off on your career, then do an MBA, and then restart your career in a new place. So therefore 25, 26 you're probably close to median age. It's not an outlier. How to choose a B school other than IIMs and other top B schools? What do you mean by that? So if you've got a lower percentile, or if you're looking at saying, look, I'm not going to get into A, B, C, L, I, K, SP, Jain or NMIMS, how to choose a good B school? Alumni feedback, people who are in the industry, thoughts from them, their statistics about median salaries, general checking out whether they have good feedback in terms of whether you can trust them, whether they speak the truth, whether it's run by good guys, whether it's not a bunch of crooks hard selling a course. So that happens frequently. Make sure that you can trust whatever they come out with. Then look at their median salary numbers. Then look at what the alumni are saying. Alumni generally don't lie. If the guy has been hoodwinked, he's out there saying, look, don't join this college. Speak to people who are in the industry, who recruit these people or who have trained these people. They do that kind of research. Then check out places like Quora, Pagal Guide to collect feedback, positive and negative, and then come back and take your decision. Your ROI matters, so think about how expensive it is as well. Will reservations in faculty appointments at IIMs affect its quality when compared to top private B schools? I don't think so. The best places to study it are the IIMs. The best places to teach it are the IIMs. IIMs have no problems attracting talent. I studied there. I've had a lot of our students studying there. Not one of them has said that the faculty members are average or modest or mediocre. And some teach really well. Some are less good at teaching. That you will find anywhere you go. There'll be a bunch of teachers who can just hit the nail on the head. Some who just waffle a little bit. That happens. But I don't think that the IIMs are suffering from quality faculty because of reservation or any other factor. Not a factor. And which colleges to target for MBA in finance? Simple thumb rule. Keep this in mind. Very vital thumb rule. The better college is generally better at everything. And so this whole specialization branding, a lot of colleges have tried. Right? XLRA is good for HR. SCM HRD is good for HR. NITI used to be known for operations. But that's it. You probably have 4 colleges and 4 specializations that have a natural fit. Everywhere else, you're pretty much saying you're going to see the same funda that the better college is better at everything. You keep hearing every now and then that IIM Cal is good in finance and IIM Ahmedabad is a place to go if you want to get into a consulting job. IIM Ahmedabad is good. So the best finance guys will recruit from Ahmedabad, Calcutta and Bangalore. They're not going to say I'm going to recruit only from Calcutta and not from the other 2. That's not going to happen. And so ABC are good. They're neck and neck throughout. There is no specialist branding for one or the other. The batch to batch it changes. Better college is pretty much better for everything. You keep hearing that Cal is good for finance. If you're very specific, IFMR used to have a reputation for finance. But these are marginal decisions. Better colleges generally better at everything.